archery stuff.
Hello guys, today we'll be looking at the P-Nexus Decut Fletching Jig. This is the new version of the fletching jig made by Decut, the previous version just being called the Nexus. Being such a budget item, it was relatively well packaged and there was no problems with the packaging it came in. As you can see, it's got three settings: the RC120, which is recurve, 120 degree fletching, 90 degree fletching, and then compound bow fletching degrees at 120 as well. The fletch clamp is really sturdy and well made, and as you can see, the spring seems stainless steel along with stainless steel fittings, so I don't believe you'll have any issues with the actual clamp itself. The finish of the product looks really nice, and it comes in a black and blue as well, and the machining of the aluminium that it's made of is perfect. There's absolutely no issues with the machining itself on the whole of the jig that I received. The main difference between the Nexus and the P-Nexus is the P-Nexus can now fold flat for more convenient packaging and storing, where the old Nexus was at a fixed angle, so you can change the angle at which your arrow sits while you're busy gluing up your fletch. It is a really nice looking jig compared to many of the other jigs that are on the market. This one definitely has better characteristics as far as the design goes. As with everything, I spent a lot of time looking at various different models, and this is the jig that I decided on, but it might not be for you. The base of the jig is not a hollowed out pressed piece of aluminium. It is actually solid machined aluminium, so it gives it a bit of weight at the bottom of the unit to keep it sturdy while busy using it. You can also see that it has some rubber padding underneath to make it not scratch whatever you're working on. The hinge they've made that allows you to change the angle of your arrow is really well made, well constructed, and properly thought out. Only thing they could have maybe done is given you a thumb screw on both sides instead of having an actual screw on the one side with a thumb tightener on the other. But other than that, you will not have any issues with this angle adjustment that you've got, and setting it up is really easy, and packing it away is just as easy. As you've seen, these millimeter adjustments on either side of the unit to allow you to offset your fletch, and it is at a slight offset, or the correct offset currently when it comes out on a 0 and 0, but you can change that if you like experimenting and changing the angles of your fletch. This is not the first Decut item. I'll be doing a review on a Decut pressure button, and if you've seen my other reviews, you'll see I recently did a review on the Decut basher sight, which was also just as well made, so I'm not expecting any problems with the pressure button.
This is an unpaid and uninfluenced review on these products. Hope you liked it. Give us a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe.